First off, I was still asleep, and then the athletic department sent somebody over to the apartment and woke me up in the mornings, and so they told me I had to be over to the athletic director's office, and so I went over there, and we were sitting there with the athletic director, Coach Reed Green, and my head coach in college, P.W. Underwood, and they said, well, the draft is going on, and you need to be around the phone, and this is the phone they have, the number they have, and if you get drafted, then you'll get a phone call. Well, I wasn't even thinking about the draft. I mean, I had a class that morning. I had to go to class, but apparently I didn't make the class, but which didn't bother me. But I really wasn't really focused in on the draft that much. I had thought about it, well, maybe, I might, and all this. I was thinking more of a defensive back, and all that, than a punter and all that. And again, I was thinking maybe, well, it'd be like the 5th round, 6th round. So I never really got real excited about waiting on the phone call and this and that and the other. And then, of course, the phone call came in, and it was John, and I'm thinking, and I had a great conversation with John and this and that and the other. He was welcoming me, to the Raiders. He said, you were our #1 choice, the 23rd pick. And so we carried on the conversation about an hour and all that, and we hung up, and I turned around to Ace Cleveland, who was the SID there at school, and I said, Ace, who in the hell is the Raiders? I mean, I'd had no clue. And he said, well, they're the new expansion team of the NFL, and they're out in California. And I said, well, where's Oakland? He said, well, it's right across the bay over there from San Francisco. I said, oh, that far? Anyway, but, after that, I was excited, yeah. I was really excited and all that, and looking forward to go. But see, I still had a cast up to here. I had broke my leg, and I was still had stitches in my ankle, and that was very shocking to get drafted #1, 23rd pick, and of course then later on, about a month later, they called me and they had said, we're going to fly you out to LA and have the orthopedic doctor look at your ankle, and make sure everything's fine. And I said, fine, and. But other than that, it was not something like it is today, where the young athletes they focus in on this now through their whole childhood and their, adolescent days and all this stuff, Me, I just went outside and played, played the sport, whatever it was, never gave it no thought. But I was, whichever I got, where it would have been, baseball or football or whatever. I mean, I would have gave either one the same address that I gave football. I'd have gave it everything I had because I enjoyed playing both. But football was the choice, the road I chose, and I just made it the best of it. That's all I can say.